First of all, welcome to Celtic. You spoke last week about the opportunity to sign for Celtic last season before heading to France. How close was the deal to actually happening last season?
It was very close, but at the end, it just didn't go through the line, unfortunately, and yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah. You also mentioned that this was a dream move for you. Was your exact word. Why Celtic? Tell us why Celtic was a dream.
For me, it's a big European club. They have the special shirt with the stripes, the hoop logo. It's very special to me. So for me, it was a perfect choice.
Yeah, thanks, mate.
For FC Lorient last season, you played centrally in a back three or as a right centre back. What do you feel is your strongest position?
I think right or left centre back. Obviously, we play with a 4 and a back at Celtic. But I also like to play in the middle, so for me it doesn't matter. I don't mind, left or right. It's for me perfect.
We play with a high line, with a focus on winning the ball back high up the pitch. What skills or qualities do you have that will help fit into this system?
I think my organisation skills, my aggressivity, my anticipating of the situation, because we will need it, because we will press high and lots of running behind. Also my speed on the first meters are important. So I hope I can help with the traits I have, the team.
Moritz, we spoke to someone who knew you from your time in Switzerland. He said you're very good with the ball at your feet. Is that something that you do think is a strength in your game?
Yes, definitely. I like to have the first pass in the game. I like to create. I like to give as soon as possible the ball to the midfielders in good positions so they can create the attack. And yeah, I just like it. I like to be in control and to dominate the game.
And we know that training under Postecoglou is very intense. How did you find it earlier today, your first one?
Yeah, it was very good. I really enjoyed it. It was the training I liked. It was intense, very offensive. Also lots of possession, which suits my game style. Obviously in France we didn't have the same style because we fight for the survival, so it's a different type of football. But this year is really a style that suits me.
Hi Mortiz.
Hello.
You spent last year with Lorient and the year before that with Lausanne. Are you really looking to put down roots at a club and could Celtic be that club?
Yes, for sure. It would be my dream to definitely stay at Celtic. Yeah.
Great. And last year when Carl Starfelt came in, debut season, great partnership with Cameron Carter-Vickers.
Yeah.
He's coming back from injury now. Do you see it as an opportunity to get some first team football there?
Yes, I think it's a good opportunity for me. But vice versa, it can be with Vickers, it can be with Starfelt, together. So it's very important to have a good relation with all the defenders, and at the end of the day, it's important to play good as a partnership because we need to win all the games and we need to win trophies.
Moritz, you talked about your relationship with Matt O'Reilly from your time at Fulham. Don't worry, I'm not going to ask about him specifically. No, I was just wondering, since you played with him at Fulham, how do you think you've improved as a player now that you're teammates again?
3-4 years ago. Good question. It's very hard to tell because Matt is, really exploded here last season. I hear.
Yeah.
He's a great player. Has a fantastic left foot. Yeah, I think we both improved a lot as people. We got more mature. We improved all of our skills that we have, and yeah, there's not much more I can say to that question. So.
And just the second question is this: obviously with the Champions League coming up and everything that's involved with playing at a higher level and things like that, how much are you looking forward to hopefully representing a club at that level?
First of all, I'm looking forward to the atmosphere, because that's all I've been hearing about, and I've also been watching on YouTube the videos of Barcelona when they come here. It would be amazing, it would be a dream come true, to play Champions League football for a massive club, and I hope we can win as many games as possible.
Moritz, you spoke about the sort of changing over to Celtic from Lorient and how it's a relegation, and Celtic will be more attacking than Lorient. You defend it a bit deeper. How much you looking forward to that style of play, maybe a shorter passing game?
I'm actually very excited about it because, like I said, it's a style I want to play and the style that suits me. It will be much different because you will enjoy more the game, because it's what we all like to see is attacking football, beautiful football, and not sitting back. So it would be very exciting.
You've done pre-season with Lorient and you're just here with Celtic, but are you ready to play at the weekend, and will you be ready for the start of the season in just over a week?
Yes, I will be ready for the weekend, and I'll also be ready for the first league game. But at the end of the day, it's the decision of the coach who makes the lineup. So I will see and I will train as hard as possible.
Moritz, when you were at Fulham, you played under Peter Grant, who was a legend at Celtic. Can I ask what it was like to play under Peter in the 23s, and what you learned from the team with Peter?
Great person. Like really a gentleman, really great person, really nice, friendly, really tries to improve you as a player. On the pitch, different personality, very like a lion, very aggressive. No, I learned a lot from him as a person, also to be more aggressive, which I was lacking at that time under him. So yeah, after that season with Peter, I moved on obviously to Switzerland and to France, and then my game improved, and my aggression improved as well. It's now one of the key factors of my game.
You said in an interview you don't see yourself as a classic defender, but instead the first line of attack. How much are you looking forward to playing under Ange Postecoglou with that style of football?
I'm looking extremely forward to it. Like I said already, it's a style I want to play. It's my traits, and yeah, I'm really looking forward.
Hi Moritz, you spoke about how your aggression and such improved with Peter Grant. Obviously up here we have a very intense rivalry in Derby with Rangers. I don't know how much you've looked into it and such, but they're the kind of games we'll probably need that. You're looking forward to playing in a high intensity rivalry?
Yes, I look forward, and yeah, yes, I look forward to it. Yeah.
Also, talk about the Champions League. There's a few German sides in there. Would you like to play some of the German sides, go back home and take up that sort of atmosphere as well?
I don't mind if it's a German team or if it's an Italian team or Spanish team, as long as we win the games. It's the most important. No, if it's Bayern Munich, for example, or Borussia Dortmund, for example, the atmosphere is amazing, but I can imagine nothing compares to the atmosphere here, because the players of Bayern Munich and Dortmund, they dream to play here, the Champions League evenings. So yeah, I'm really looking forward. It can be whoever it can be, but at the end of the day, we try to win for the football club.
Cheers.
When you made the move from Swiss football to French football, you were given a challenge of playing against Lionel Messi, Angel Di Maria. How did you change your style of play to accommodate him, to try and play against those kind of players?
Obviously, it's a huge step when you play against the best of the world. With Lorient, it's difficult because the way we play is sitting back and try to hold the result to as minimal as possible. And no, you need to make the space as small as possible. You need to be very aggressive. You need to get into their face, because this is what they don't like. Because if you make it difficult, they start to struggle, and also you need to wait for the counter-attack situations, which are very important. And yeah, that's how you normally play against these teams. Or if you're brave, like I believe this club can be brave, against big teams. The way we play, I think we can challenge also the other big guys. Yeah.
So overall, through your football career, who's been your biggest influence on and off the pitch?
For me, the player who look up to is Bonucci on the field, and also Jerome Boateng, but only on the field, but not really off the field. I don't really look at any other player. Yeah.
Hi Moritz, you spoke about your move from Swiss football to French football. Do you think that really improves your maturity on the field, especially coming up against players like Messi and Mbappe and Neymar? It's obviously quite a challenge. Do you think that's really made you a better and mature individual?
Definitely, but also the time in Switzerland was for me a good step up for maturity, because we had a very young team, and I had to be sort of one of the older guys, in the team, and take the scepter, how do you say that? Makes sense?
Yeah.
Into my hand, and lead the team. But then in Lorient, it was also the same. You need to step up, bigger challenges, more pressure, yeah, which makes you at the end of the day more mature.
You know, obviously with Celtic, they've got the kind of mentality that you can't, you know, not winning a game's not acceptable, especially domestically.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Are you looking forward to, you know, the pressure and the kind of like intensity of every game is a must win? Because if you drop points, you know, it's you have to face the consequences.
Yes, definitely. I look forward to it because you know, you want to play for the big teams, you know, and you want to play for the team that wins the league, you know. So I can understand that you need to win every week the game, you need to be 100% at it, you need to work hard in training. So yes, I really look forward to it, and you know, as a player I want to grow, and to grow you have to play for teams like this.
Okay, so, oh sorry.
Hi, Mortiz.
Hello.
Do you think you have a point to prove after your time in France?
Yes, I have the point to prove, obviously, because I didn't get as much game time in France as I expected. You know, the start was very good.